Hey guys, so welcome back to my how-to series. So today's topic is how to overcome the ego. Now, I spoke about this inside my Ultimate Road to Success theory, which says no matter what, that overcoming the ego has everything to do with your heart. Now, it's honest that the heart is the only way for you to overcome ego matters and the world today. When you're speaking with the heart, what's going to happen is you're going to be a person who's smarter, who actually has more wisdom, and also who can actually have no ego, because the heart right here, the heart has no ego. Do you understand? The ego has something in terms of life from the outside world. So when you were born, you only had the heart. Do you understand? And you had no ego when you were born. And now when a baby is purely born, what happens is that baby is fresh. That baby is the best it can be. And then while the baby grows up, it turns into a monster or it turns into somebody great. Now, how does that happen? Because the world around you influences you and your behavior. So what you need to do is you have to realize that as you're growing up, if you are lucky enough to have parents who are your biological parents, you must be a parent in life. You must be able to rely on yourself the most. And you may have grown up with parents who are very egotistical. Why? Because they grew up with people around them who are very egotistical. Now, you never need to be egotistical. Egotistical is a lack trait. It's where you lack in life, and it's also a poor trait and where poorness comes from. Now, eagerness is a trait of the poor, and eagerness is a trait of violence, and it helps you in no way to actually help your life in any type of matter. So, in terms of life, the ego you must have in life to help you live. So that's the only way that the ego can actually help you to survive. Because guys, you can never kill off the ego, but what you can do is overcome it. Now, never destroy your ego. Make sure you never shoot yourself in the head to overcome your ego. Do you understand? Because it makes no sense, because you'd be dead. Now, no matter what, the ego, you need to stay alive. Just never let the ego control you, because when the ego controls you, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be that guy going into stripper territory, and you're going to be having sex with those women, and you're also going to be the guy or woman going there to have sex, and you're going to be doing the drugs, you're going to be doing the alcohol and the criminal gangs, and also cybernet, which is everything to do with masturbating online to pornography, and masturbating online to sex chats, and you're going to be chasing women online and chasing men online, and you're going to be in the camera, and you're going to do all this kind of stripping in front of other people, because that's got everything to do with egotistical nature. And egotistical nature has to do with dirtiness and dirty minds and threesomes and orgies, and has everything to do with anything bad and negative. So anything to do with lack, anything to do with self-doubt and violence, has everything to do with shooting other people and gang-related matters. You understand? That's all dirty-mindedness. You understand? When you're dirty-minded, you never care about the world around you. All you care about is sex. You're a sex slave. You love money more than yourself. You sell yourself for money. You're a prostitute. You're a person who is an escort. You understand? That's all got to do with ego. You understand? It's all got to do with ego. Why? Because many people in the planet today, guess what they're never doing? They're never teaching anything. So guess what they're doing? They're stuck. They're stuck in life because they never have value. They never teach anything in life. So what is my university about? It's about, let's help you teach more. Let's help you do more. Let's help you gain more ideas. Let's help you be an entrepreneur more. Let's make sure that no matter what, you get to a higher ground. Make sure that you're successful. Make sure that you're reading. Make sure that you're staying away from television. Why? Because egotistical nature loves to entertain itself. You understand? And now you're never the ego. You understand? What you are is something above this world that can never be explained. You understand? You are the person that's behind the ego. You understand? There's two minds. There's the egotistical mind, and there is the observer of the mind. You're the observer of the mind. You're the mind where you're behind what's happening. You understand? So you may be masturbating. Guess what? That's never you masturbating. That's the ego masturbating. That's the dirty side of you. You understand? You're the clean side. You're something above that nature. You understand? You may say, oh, that you must have sex because they have sex on the Discovery Channel. You understand? And you may be laughing right now. That's actually your ego right now, because I'm not laughing. Why? Because I'm laughing in the long run, because I'm more successful anyway. You understand why? Because guys, I deserve to laugh, never at people. I never laugh at people, I laugh only with people. And so I'm successful because I laugh. I just never laugh at people. I never laugh at what's said. I laugh at what's really, really interesting. You understand? So in terms of life, you need to find what's interesting in life. You need to look at the person who is interesting. You need to realize to emulate somebody who is more positive than you, who is doing more than you. Never be that stripper in life who has 3 kids, who needs to strip and fuck other guys to help their kids survive. You understand? Because how would your son and daughter feel about that? They'll look at you, you understand? They'll look at you and they'll emulate you. You understand? Your son will hate it. Your son will hate it. You understand? Your daughters will become you. And then, guess what? The cocaine's there around those strippers too. You understand? The cocaine. You understand what they do? They strip all day long for the cocaine, and then they go to the person's house who they just met, you understand? To sniff the cocaine and have sex all night. Why? Because that's dirty mind. That's the egotistical nature. Guys, never do that. Never be the person who, there's 3 of you guys and 3 of you women in a hotel room snorting cocaine and having sex all night. That's never the lifestyle. That's never the way to go. You understand? It's never the way to go, no matter how much you think it is. Now, never think about it. You understand? Never even do it. Why? Why would you do it? Why would you snort the coke and do all that? You have no need to do that. Well, you need to realize you need a better mindset than that. You understand? Because guys, it's never about chasing women. Ladies, it's never about chasing guys. It's about, let's really talk about this. Let's really talk about what's better. What's better is, let's stay away from pleasure altogether. Let's stay away from sex altogether. I'll show you what discipline is. I'll show you what the lifestyle is. I'll show you how to really never lack in life. When you're lacking, what you're doing is you're just going around having sex. That's all you're doing in life. You're just having sex. Big deal. Big deal. You can have sex. You can teach a woman how to have sex. You can teach a man how it's done. Yeah? Because that's dirty mind. You understand? That's the ego. You understand? Never be the ego. Never be controlled by having sex. Never be controlled by other people. Never have phone sex. Why? It's dirty. It's dirty. Why do you need phone sex? Go focus on yourself more. Why do you have to focus on guys for? Stop being in relationships with other people. Why? Why? Because you have yourself. I'll teach you something. You understand? When you're by yourself, such as I am, I've been traveling by myself now. I've been on my own. Why? No woman needs me in life. That's why I never care for them in my life. I never need them. Yeah, I had also a stripper showing her asshole to me in my face. Yeah, I gave her 50 bucks for it. She sold herself for 50 bucks. You understand? You understand? And no matter what, is it worth it? No, I never went again. Why? I never need it in my life. I never need to see that. No, it's dirty. It's dirty. You understand? Now, I'm not dirty-minded. You understand? Listen to me. Listen to me. That's all ego. That's ego. That's ego that has to do with sex. Remove the sex from your life. You will see what I mean. You'll see that everything that's related to stripper bars and nightclubbing and alcohol and drugs and cigarettes and druggies and druggers in terms of drug addicts and sex in terms of on pornography, inside pornography. You understand? Never be inside pornography. Never masturbate. Why? It's all ego related. Never be in criminal gangs in the first place. Why? It's ego related. Never be poor. Never be a broke mindset. Why? It's ego related. You're surrounded by ego people. If you're a person who has a less than $1 million right now, it's because you're ego. You're ego right now. And what you need to realize is to step away from ego. You need to start taking action on what I'm saying right now. And you need to realize just because I'm 27 years old and just because I still have to achieve the $1 million in my life, guess what? It's already here for me. It's already here. Why? I see it in my mind's eye. Is it in my bank right now? No. I still have to achieve the $1 million in my bank. I have to achieve the multi-millions of dollars in my bank. I have to achieve the billions of dollars in my bank. Why? Why not? As Jim Rohn said, do it because of what it will make of you. That's what he said. And that's why I do it. I do it because I need to see it. I need to see what's happening. You understand? So when I see it, guess what? I can see it already. You understand? So what I'm doing now is leading me toward that. You never have to see that. All I have to do is just show you that I can achieve it. Each and every day you have to follow me. You have to see that I can do it. And you can do it with my ideas. I believe in myself so strongly that the world will collapse even thinking about me. Danny Milivojevic. You understand? No matter what, I'm stronger than most people. You understand? I'm stronger than the world. Why? I can do more than the world. I do more than other people now. Over the next 73 years, look at me, I speak like a legend. I'm a legend. I speak as a legend of the game. What game? The game of life. I'm a life coach. There's no joking here. I'm not joking with you. I'm a person who's really seeing life as it is. I'm a person who's really living life. Many people are infested with drugs. They're infested with alcohol and cigarettes, and they hang around with drug dealers. Never be around drug dealers. It's a poor mentality. No matter how you make your money illegally, it's a poor mentality. You're too infested with drugs and ego nature. You understand what women are doing? They're having sex for money. It's ego. They never last long. Believe me, it's short term. It's a short term resolution. Women have to give their vagina to have sex in terms of for money. That's the only way they can do it, because they're hopeless. You understand? They're hopeless. They have no mindset. Strippers have to go strip naked in front of people that they've never met, because they're hopeless. They're hopeless, do you understand? They sell themselves for money. Never work for the money. They're working for the money, do you understand? Those strippers, they're working for the money, but believe me. Because when you work for yourself, you'll never be a stripper in the first place. You have more respect for yourself. Yeah. Go shine and strip for your man. Go strip for your man, your husband, your boyfriend. Strip for only him. Only him. You understand? Never strip for other guys that you've never seen before, and then go to their house and snort cocaine and do the weed because they gave you some weed, you had sex with them. Understand? They sell you for drugs. They show you a nice cocaine and you love them. You love them because of that. Many women are. Many women are doing that. They're just with the guy for the drugs. They're just with the man for the money. They say never marry a prostitute. Never marry an escort in life. You never need them. What you need is a better mindset. You need self-education. You need something that's actually going to grow you. That's actually going to help you to survive. And never just to survive, but to thrive. That's me. Be with me in terms of this video. Learn from me. I gave you mentors already. Now listen, no matter what, you have to go and search for them in my videos. Because for me to repeat myself over and over in every single video, saying every single video, go here, go here, go here, it never works for me anymore. What works for me is now, hey, I've gave you the resources where you must go. Let's talk about me now and how I can help you. It's about you in this video. With ego, you have to realize you have to be the observer of the mind. The observer is no mind. Have no mind. When you find yourself lacking, it's because your ego. When you find yourself lacking in confidence, it's because it's your ego standing in the way. It's because you're fearing. Your fear is your ego. Do you work with your ego? Guess what? You overcome your ego. You never even need your ego. But guess what? You do need your ego. You do need your ego. You have to work with the ego. But you overcome it. You overcome it. You work with the fear. That's what they're saying. Do you understand what that is? To work with the fear is to work with the ego. So when you work with the ego, you understand, you just make sure it never controls you. Your mind is never your mind. What your mind is this world. You're never your mind. You're the person who's observing the mind. You're the person who is behind the mind. There's two minds in life. There is the egotistical mind and there's the observer of the mind. You're the observer. You're behind the thinker, as Eckhart Tolle says. You have to see your thinking. See what you're thinking and own it in a way that you can see it. Once you see it, you've overcome the ego in that aspect of mind. I find myself sometimes lacking. I say, oh, but they have those women. Oh, who cares? Who cares? See, I'm already seeing that. I never think about it. I never have to think about it. I see the truth through my eyes. My eyes speak the truth in everything. Look through your eyes. Look through. You'll find that you push through fear. See through the fear. That's what I mean. See through the fear. You see through your ego. You see through the bullshit that you tell yourself every day. Understand? The ego is never on your side. The ego is the enemy. Ryan Holiday. Understand? Go read the book. Ego is the enemy. Now listen. No matter what, you have to realize you need to credit others. And you need to inspire yourself to actually grow. You You need to realize never go into the dark side. You understand? Never give money for sex. You understand? Never give money for sex. Never give money for strippers. Do it for free. You understand? If they're doing it with you for free, yeah, go do it for free. Why do you have to do it for money? You understand? For free is a way of life. But as soon as they say you have to give them money, guess what? You never have to give them money. You never have to give them money. Now, for you to give them money means that you've overcome what? Have you overcome your sense of ego? You can in a way, but guess what? Never do that. Never give them money for sex. It makes you desperate. It makes you desperate. So give it to me for free. Yeah. What makes you so special? And is money special? Guess what? Let money be special. But you are more special than money. You understand? Be number one in your life. You understand? Never be the person who's going out and having sex all the time. You have to realize that sex is never going to lead you anywhere. Sex is just going to, for you guys out there, for you men out there, it's going to just exhaust you. It's going to exhaust you. It's going to take all your energy. The money you work for goes to the woman. To have sex for what? 5, 10 minutes? 15 minutes? You understand? You have to realize that you're better than that. Have more insurance with your money. Make sure your money is never wasted. Never just flying out of your pocket. Safekeep it more. For you women out there, make sure you're never just stripping and going prostitutes and being a prostitute in life. Never just be an escort. Never be an escort at all. You understand? It's never worth it. Guys have a problem with going and getting sex. Why? Because they're never working on themselves. You ladies have to make sure that no matter what, you all have a mindset so you never degrade yourself. You understand? Never make porn videos in life. Never make them. Why? Because they're never going to lead you anywhere. It's a shame. It is. It's a big shame to do porn videos and post them online. Why are you promoting the pornography world? If you're ever going to make a porn video, make it between yourself only. Yeah, make it between yourself. Never share it anywhere except for between you two, or between you and her, whatever, or you and him. Never show other people. Why? It's sacred. It's just between you two. You understand? I encourage that. Never promote it anywhere in the world. Once you promote it, it's out. And what happens then? Then once you become famous, they see a porn tape. And you become Kim Kardashian. You understand? And then you become the person where you have kids, and your kids and your actual son is watching you fuck in life. And your daughter's fucking your daughter is watching your husband fuck you. You understand? Your daughter's watching her dad fuck her mum. You understand? It's very shameful. It's very stupid. Set a positive role model. Be a positive role model. You understand? Imagine Kim Kardashian's mum and dad. Imagine what Kim Kardashian's dad is saying. Yeah, my daughter's fucking on the internet, some black guy. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, he's black. That's how I'll describe him. I never know his name. You understand? He's a black guy. Oh well, I've got nothing against black guys. You understand? Do you understand? You have to realize that it's very shameful what's going on in the world, but you have to realize you have to overcome it. And either way, you need to be an inspiration. You need to realize never let other people get to you. Other people are going to kiss in front of your face. Never let it get to you. When you let it get to you, you're shaken by it. You're jealous by it. Because you have none. You have none. They're having sex, you're watching them having sex, and you're saying, oh, but what about me? We may as well sing Chanel's song. What about me? It isn't fair. You know, do you understand? Like, you sound very sad. Yeah, why are you even watching in the first place? Why do you have to watch that? Why do you have to watch them having sex? Yeah, they've had scenarios where you've never had those scenarios. So what? You understand? Go create a meaningful life where you never have to watch that in the first place. Go create a better life for yourself where those people will never even influence your life. You understand? Go create a life of meaning where you can always overtake people no matter what, and you can never let other people shake you. You can never let other people determine your life. Just because somebody has 3 kids never means they're a millionaire. You understand? They look at you, they're saying, hey, look at me, I have 3 kids. A big deal. You have 3 baggages that you have to carry with your life. Understand? 3 baggages. You have to take them now, everywhere you go. Understand? I'm free, I'm single, I'm free. Understand? I get to have fame at least in my life. How about you? You have to carry your sons now, everywhere you go. Every time you go on a holiday, you have to take your whole family. Your whole family, you have to take them everywhere. Yeah, and you have to work 9 to 5 to feed those kids now. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? Good for you. You have 3 kids. You believe you overtaken me? Nah. You never overtake me in life. You understand? The kids will never, ever satisfy you. And your kids will never make you complete. Your kids will never do anything for you. Never, ever will your kids do anything for you. You are the only person that's going to do something for you. When you have a wife, when you have a husband, what's going to happen? They're never doing anything for you. Do you understand? They're never going to help you grow. Oh, no, it's bullshit what they're saying. They're never going to help you grow in life. Why would they help you grow? Who are you for other people to help you grow? Understand? Oh, you think you're some queen shit? You think you're king shit? Come and do this for me. Everything. No, you have to go do it yourself. Understand? You have to go grow yourself. You have to walk your steps. Nobody's going to walk your steps for you. Understand? What do you think? Your husband's going to walk your steps for you? Because when your husband walks your steps for you, your husband's growing. You're never growing in that spot. Understand? That's what I mean. Yeah. Never be king shit. Never be queen shit. Never be shit at all. Understand? Be better than yesterday. Walk your own steps. Never rely on your husband and wife to grow you in any type of manner. And especially down there. Do you understand? Never, never, never. Because guess what? That's dirty-minded. Understand? And it has to be said. Understand? And why do I say that? Because, guys, I'm not dirty-minded. I realize that many people are making these sex jokes. Like, your mama's so fat. You understand? That's all ego. It's all ego. Do you understand? It's entertainment. Entertainment. When you're watching comedians, they're full of ego. Those people, full of ego. They call themselves entertainers. You understand? Entertainers. What are they teaching you, really? They're teaching you ego. They're teaching you how to be egotistical and ruin your life. The comedians, yeah. That's what they're teaching you. Is that funny? No, it's never funny. You might laugh. It's never funny. You understand? You have to realize, look past the comedians in life. Look past the jokers of the world. Start being more serious about yourself. Start being the Batman of life. Be the Batman, never be the Joker. The Joker, what's the Joker doing? Spinning in circles all day long. The serial killer. Understand? The Joker is a serial killer. Understand? The Batman saves the day. Save the day more. Be the Batman of life. Fly through the night on your own. That's the Batman. What's the Joker doing? Destructing everybody. Explosive everywhere in life. Doing the explosives everywhere. Bombing the prison. What for? Do you believe that's funny? That's never funny. That's what they're showing in the movies though. Why? It's an action film. Never even watched them. Never watched the action films. What for? It's full of violence. Why do you need to show your kids your violence? Why do you need to show kids violence for? Never make your kids watch cartoons. What for? Understand? There's no need for cartoons for your kids. Never make them watch cartoons from other people. Go and make your own self-education system and let them watch you as you're growing up. Teach them what cartoons are. If you're helping them watch cartoons, sit with them and explain what they're saying. Never just let the kid be in the front of the television watching cartoons. Why? Because the cartoons will make your kid poor. Yeah, the cartoons will make your kid poor. Unless you're there guiding them through the cartoon. You understand? Many people are letting the kids watch cartoons. Many people are letting the kids go to public schools around Perth and everywhere. Why? What for? Never let your kids go to public schools, just a random school that has no money involved. You understand? Never even give money for your kids to go to another school. Make your own school in your own house. Homeschool your kids. Make your kids be inside your school, inside your house, and take them everywhere. And teach them, as I would. That's what I do. I teach my kids everything. My kids will never ever go anywhere in terms of other schools. I already set that goal. No matter what, it's a goal for me. Exposure goals. Understand? Make your own self-education system, and then you can make cartoons out of yourself and let your kids watch cartoons all day long. Let them watch you. Let them watch you. Understand? Teach them from a young age. Sit with them. Be guiding them. Positive language. Understand? Because cartoons out there have negative language in it. For example, Ralph. Well, what's that? Like some bully nature. Bully nature. Ralph Simpson. Teaching kids to go, understand? And the kids go, ha 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 ha. Laughing in front of the TV because they believe that a bully nature is funny. It's never funny. Understand? Teach your kids. Teach yourself how to grow. I can do it. You never have to believe me, whoever you are. I never care if you believe me or never. I believe myself, and that's it. Here I am giving you the speaking gig of your lifetime. Understand? Why? Because I can. I can. I believe it 100%. And you have to realize I'm always more than 100%. Never be the person who is egotistical. Never do drugs. Be sober. Be vegan. You'll see how veganism helps you. Veganism helps you with spirituality. It helps you be the observer of the mind. It helps you be focused inside of yourself. It helps you be concentrated even more. Guys, I never have to cook. I never have to peel food. I never have to toast my food. I never have to refrigerate my food. I never have to boil my food. My food is ready-made. I go to the supermarket. All I open is canned food. It's raw. It's ready for me. All I open is a packet for cashew nuts. All I open is a packet for peanuts. I open a packet for tofu. Raw tofu. I eat raw tofu. Bread is ready for me. Peanut butter is ready for me. You understand? Cereals. Just pour the milk and eat the cereal. It's ready. You understand? Soy milk. I carry it with me every single day. It's ready. 30 grams of protein in soy milk. In every soy milk out there. I drink this unsweetened one. Why? Because I'm prepared for life. This is all I carry around with me. Traveling. This is it. This is my suitcase right here. Understand? Why? Why is that my suitcase? Because guys, when I travel with 4 kilograms and less. That's why. Why do I need a suitcase? Why do I need negative baggage for? Understand? I carry a laptop. I carry my chargers. I carry my technology. And that's all I need for business, baby. I'm here. I'm ready for business. Understand? I'm ready for business. This one here. Do I look like a traveler? No. I never look like a traveler. Why? Why do I look like a backpacker for? I'm not a backpacker. I'm not a backpacker. I'm a professional business person now. I look like one. I look like a professional business person. Like a audio tech designer. Like a sound engineer. Like a music producer. Like a business professional person. You understand? Even though I live in a hostel while traveling. You understand? It makes a big difference. Why? It makes a big difference for me. Because before I used to carry a backpack. I used to be such a kid. I used to look like a kid wearing it. Now I wear much better clothing. You understand? I invest in clothing that looks better on me. I'm my own fashion designer now. I never have to ask anybody about fashion anymore. I never have to look expensive. I never have to look affordable. I mean, I look affordable. I never look cheap. You understand? I never look cheap. I never look cheap at all. Why? I'm a vegan. I'm sober. I'm a real person. I help teach you everything. I'll teach you something. That's my motto. I'll teach you something. I'll show you something. You understand? Now you have to realize when you're really living life, you're going to really see life. You have to see life to believe life. You understand? To see something is to have no ego. Have no ego about anything. When somebody comes up to you and asks you, hey, what are you doing? Just say, you're teaching something. Say you're doing something for yourself. Never elaborate too much. What for? Otherwise, they're going to take it too much of your time. Say, go to my Instagram, hit my bio link, and you'll find me easily. Say, click my bio link. It's the same thing. You understand? Make more time freedom. Be a person who has time freedom. Never look at the dark side of life. Most people are in the dark area of their life all their life, and they never really live. They're always behind the scenes. Doing what? Come in front of the scenes. Come come and expose yourself. Stop being backstage. Be on the stage. Understand? Most people are backstage. What they're doing backstage, nobody sees them anyway. I used to be the backstage crew in life, in year 6. I used to be the hall crew. I used to set up the production for the whole day. And while people are dancing, I used to be running around, organizing everything in year 6. You understand? I used to be the hall crew in year 9 and year 10. What do we used to do? We used to get the trampoline out. We used to jump all day long. In terms of the period, for 60 minutes, we used to do trampoline work because we have a double period. We had a double period where we had to clean the hall, all the chairs for a double period, and we finished that in 1 hour. And then for the second half, then we just run around. We run around inside the actual hall, and we just run amok. Why is that important? Because guys, I was a person who actually jigged school, and look at me now. Understand? Believe there is a better life. Those people who are jigging school now, guess what? Life is never over. You have to realize that the more you jig school, the better for you. I suggest you do jig school. Understand? Why? Because high school and public schools are never going to help you. Understand? They're just setting you up for failure. If you're watching this video and you're in a high school and education system right now that's governmental around your area, and you're going to you have to dress in their uniform, and you have to put on their shoes, you have to look like their product. Guess what? Fail in everything. Believe me. Go and have fun. Believe me. But just make sure that you watch me every single day and what I do. Understand? Stick to self-education. When I was in high school, I was a person just jigging. I was going to poker. I never cared about school. I never cared about English. I received below 38 ATAR. It's below 30 ATAR. Do you understand what that is? That means I was never even qualified for a scholarship for a university. No university will ever take me below 30 ATAR. That's what it means. Unless I give them money. Understand? That's what it means. It means, for them, it means no hoper. Understand? For them, I was called a no hoper. Below 30 ATAR. Below 30 ATAR. Understand? That was me. I received the mark 8 out of 100 in geography. Understand? And my dad looked at it and said, "What are you doing?" I never liked geography. My biological dad says, "Who cares?" Understand? That's the kind of biological dad I had. He never cared at all about me. Even today, he never cares about me, brother. Understand? Now, obviously that worked out for me because my biological dad never hit me. And that's excellent. Now, I'm a real dad. I'm a real mother. Nobody's going to do anything for you in life. You need to go and do it. And guess what happened after school? After school, guess what? I had to go start the labouring jobs. I got myself a forklift license. It was never the work for me. I was so happy to be gaining $25 an hour. I received 32 at once. I was receiving 38 at once. Around that nature. Understand? And guess what? It was never the life for me. Why? Because I still had to pick pack. I still had to go to a 9-to-5 job. And I was miserable. And I dropped some chemicals and I got fired over 9 times from a 9-to-5 job. The biggest job that I ever held in terms of 9-to-5 job is a waiter job for over 10 months. You understand? I was a waiter for 10 months at an Italian restaurant. Was it worth it? Yes, it was worth it because that time I was losing weight and it actually enabled me to lose the weight and to be more presentable and to believe in myself more, to be more punctual and to also look better and to work in a restaurant environment for the first time. And it was much better than the forklift job that I was doing. Much better than labouring jobs and cleaning rubbish. I was working in a restaurant setting. I was in a restaurant. Understand? So no matter what, I never have to work a restaurant job ever again. If I ever have to return to a 9-to-5 job, guess what? I'll go into restaurant work. I'll be a waiter again. And I'll be doing this again. Either way, nothing stops me doing my real business, which is this. I have a passion for life now. I have a passion, I have music production right here as well. I have my laptop, I have my headphones. Why? Because over the next 73 years, I feel I must be doing composing inside music. Composing music. Doing classical music. Doing screenwriting. Doing movie scenes in terms of movie production music, screenwriting and composing. You understand? No matter what, I'm a person who is living life, and I'm always creating my own movie every single day. My movie is every single day. I never have the ego in my sight. Why? Because I see through the fear. I see through the fear and I can speak my mind. I see the women who are very beautiful strippers. They're very beautiful strippers. You understand? Very beautiful. Well, guess what? They're selling their souls. They're losing time for guys that are alcoholic and poisonous. I'm not poisonous. Now, you have to realize that those guys have sex with them. They have sex with them. So what? The thing is, why are you ladies there in the first place? Why are you guys going there in the first place? Why? Because you're a lowlife. You're a lowlife. You understand? You never go there in the first place. They just take your money, those women. They'll give you a bit of entertainment. Hey, give me some of your money, I'll show you some good time. No, you never deserve my money. You understand? You never deserve to be around me in the first place. Because you're only around me for the money. You understand? The gold diggers, you understand? And listen, what you need is a real woman. What you need is a real man who never goes to those places. Never allow your man to go into a strip or nightclub. Why would you allow them to go there? What for? You understand? If they respect you, they'll never go there in the first place. If your woman respects you, she'll never be a stripper in the first place. Believe me. Why would she be stripping for other guys? You understand? Never go for those women. Never go for those men. You understand? Never go for the men that go brothels and they have to do that. What for? You never need those men in life. Never go for a prostitute. Why would you? Never go for an escort. They just love you for the money. You understand? You need a guy who's actually talented. You need a man and woman who's actually talented, has something to do. He's doing something, guitar-wise, whatever. And he's actually becoming more successful. Traveling, has the real authority to make something happen. He's an action taker, can really do something. You understand? Realize, I've made mistakes and I've learned from them. I'm sure that you've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. I'm not sure of anything. I can see no matter what, I'm never sure, I'll never be sure about anything. I can see no matter what, I never judge people. You're probably a person who has made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And I just learn from them. You understand? I learn from mistakes. I'm a person that will speak my mind and I will say the truth. And the truth is what you see. The truth is now. The truth is the light, and the truth is never in the strip club. The truth is never inside pornography. You understand? The truth is behind the mind. What is behind the mind? You. It's you. It's something that you can never explain. It's the, what are they calling it these days? Inside yoga. The Brahman. The Brahman. You understand? They're calling you something beyond the world. Beyond the world. There's something that you can never explain. Every person right here. Everything is beyond life. Never be the ego. The ego is the nature of this world. The ego is created from this world. You're never this world. You're something beyond the world. You're the observer of the mind. So to observe the mind, you need to look and see through fear. See through your eyes. See through the fear. You can see it. You can see through the fear, and you just maintain it. And then you see it, and you realize the ego is lessening. And the best way to overcome ego over the next 10 years, 50 years, 7 years, I promise you, it'll take you 5 years, 10 years. You have to read and read and read. You understand? You have to read. That's the only best way to actually overcome the ego. You overcome the ego by reading more. You overcome the ego by teaching more. To read more, as Albert Einstein said, decreases ego. The more you read, the more you never know. The more you read, the more you become a student. The more you read, the less of an ego you have. My biological mother has a massive ego. I never need to be around that woman, ever, in my life. She's too right about everything. She's too correct. She's too wrong about everything. You understand? Because to be right is to be wrong. She will control you. She'll control you. She'll say, you must do this, otherwise I kick you out of the house. I never need that person in my life. I never need those people in my life. I never care that I grew up with her. Understand? I never care about people who try to control me. I live life on my terms. You understand? I never need people threatening me in life. When people are trying to threat you, guess what? Go somewhere else. See through what's happening. Yes, so what? Other people have sex. Who cares? You understand? Who cares? Look through it. Look through the fear. It means that you're jealous of them for having sex because you're thinking about it. Never think about that. Never think about that. You're never the only person in this world. Other people deserve it too. Other people deserve it. Yeah, so what? They had a better woman than you. They had a better man than you. So what? Live with it. And realize no matter what, you need to push through it and make sure it never shakes you. Understand? Too many people worried about money. Just financially be conscious about where your money is going. I have 3 journals. I have my financial planning journal, I have my weekly investment journal, and I have my capital savings journal. What are they? Guys, no matter what, I've repeated myself many times, I'll just say this. Those are my journals for my financial freedom. You understand? Each and every day, I write in one journal where all my money is going in terms of wording. The other journal is just in terms of GXP and FXP. And my capital savings one, it has everything to do with anything in terms of extra money I made in life through the decision making. The other day I made $75,000 in actual savings for over 73 years because I plan to live life over 73 years more, and I plan to reach the 100 mark. You understand? I'm 27 now. So when I speak this way right now, imagine me how I am at imagine how I am at 100 years old. And I'm never 100 years old, I'm only 100 years young. Imagine me at level 100. I'm level 27 now. I'll be level 28 in a couple months. So no matter what, you have to realize my life is growing. So when you're writing in your journal about financial freedom, you have to realize that you need to study financial IQ. You need to really be into economics, because otherwise you can never see where you're investing your money. And it's really simple, it's really easy, financial economics. All you need is knowledge, 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 as Robert Kiyosaki says. He says, the best way to overcome finances is to read more financial IQ. And guess what? That's never the only way. What financial IQ is going to help you with is where to invest your money. That's all. It's never going to help you in the health area. Now, you have to realize that financial economics has everything to do with health. The only way to overcome everything in life, including your ego and everything, is to get healthier. Sobriety is the #1 way for you to overcome ego. Remember that. So is reading, and so is teaching. Remember, to overcome ego, you have to read, you have to teach, and you have to be sober. And go one extra level, go vegan. That's an extra level. And stay away from the soft drinks as well. I do all that. Wow, how you do it? Understand? How you do it? I do it easily. Through planning. I plan everything. I plan 80 hours a week and more. I plan in my journal. I just write. Every single day I have a journal for you. Go check it out. Every day, for the next 73 years, you can check out my journal. You can see what I'm doing in life. You can see what has been inside the mind of Danny Milivojevic. Understand? And now my mind is never my mind. My name is never my name is never my name. I can never label myself that way. You have to go see what has been happening in my life, is the best way to say it. Through my journal. Go and see all the thoughts I created. Now, I created it. So when you're writing all your thoughts down, it's never even your thoughts. It's never your thoughts. When you're writing those thoughts down, what you're really doing is you're becoming less egotistical. You're really teaching something. You're giving value. As soon as you produce 5 words, you produce value. You produce 1 word, you produce value. You talk something, you produce value. Just talk in a better way. Do something better. When you write, write better. When you speak, speak better. When you do a video better. When you live life better. When you dress, dress better. When you walk, walk better. When you talk, talk better. When you discipline yourself better. Stick to the better side of life. Never go hard or go home. Go hard on yourself and go home. Go live better or go home. You understand? Danny Milivojevic. Be a person who's really into yourself. Be a person who's really loving yourself, loving the nature of you. Never love your ego. Understand? Never love your ego. Your ego has nothing to do with you. Never entertain the ego. To entertain the ego is to entertain the drugs. It's to entertain masturbation. It's to entertain the stripper world, the pornography world, and the prostitution and kids getting raped. Never promote that area in life. Never stand for that. I never stand for that. You understand? Make sure no matter what, you realize what you must be doing in life. You must be growing. You must be a person far better than you are. You understand? Many of the people in the world are losing right now. And there are only so much people going up right now. Today is Easter. It's the 10th of April. Sorry. It's the 12th of April today, 2020. It's Easter. So happy Easter for you guys that are watching me. And for me, every day is Easter. Every day is Easter for me. Understand? Why? Because for me, I'm always growing. I'm always growing. That's why. My birthday is every day. I'm changing every day. Guys, my year 2020, I was in Cairns for the fireworks. First time in my life. I actually stood in front of the fireworks and I was watching for the first time in my life on my own. I never done that before in my life. Here I am in Perth for the first time in Easter, for the first time in Perth in my life. You understand? Life happens in life. So you need to realize that you need to do something today that's really going to help you. What's going to help you today? Less thinking. Start thinking more positive. And you never think more positive. You just start being more positive. You start doing more positive scenarios. Who is positive around your area? You understand? Who comes up in your area of life? Who is positive? Maybe never around your town. How about online? Who's positive online? Go follow those people more. You understand? Because those people who are more positive online are much more worthy of your attention than those people around you. You understand? Why? Because those people who are millionaires today are they're online. Unless you are surrounded by millionaires. And that's good for you. Guess what? I was a person really fortunate to grow up in a poor family. Poor financially and with health. You understand? I grew up with a poor family that's poor in health and financially. Now, I was born in a middle class family. I was born in Australia. And I was born in Newtown, which is St. Prince Alfred Hospital in Newtown, Sydney, Australia. Understand? Which is 20 minutes drive to Sydney CBD. That's where I was born. So I'm a Sydney guy. Understand? I'm a Sydney person. I'm a Sydney man. Understand? And you have to realize that you need to be a person that's really living your life for yourself. You're never living it for other people. You need to realize that there is such thing as a better life when you're actually living life for yourself. You understand? Guys, I do these videos in 360 pixels. Why? Because when I put it at 1080 HD, it's 7 gigabytes long. My actual camera tapes right now around 720 HD. It used to be taping at 1080 HD. Now I post it in 360 pixels. Because 360 pixels can last for my lifetime. You understand? I do it for my lifetime. After my lifetime, I never care about after my lifetime what happens. You understand? You guys can translate my work. You can translate all my work. Whatever. I never care. After I die, I never care. You understand? I just do this in English. I was going to translate everything into other languages, and I said, no, you guys can do that for me for free. You understand? Because after I die, guess what? I'll just leave this for free everywhere. It's for free now. You have to understand, you need to do something for free. You need to be a person actually giving value. You need to do something that's going to help you to live life. Never be that person who has a pet in life. Why do you need a pet for? What's a pet going to help you with? You're going to pick up the dog shit? You're going to pick up the dog poo? You're going to follow the dog around? What for? Understand? As Grant Cardone says, many people, 55% of America right now, guess what happens? They have a pet right now. 55% of America has a pet. Some type of pet. What are you doing, guys? Why? Grant Cardone says, no matter what, when those people have a pet, it's usually middle class families. So guess what? 55% of America is poor right now. It's honest. Because guess what? When you're following a pet around, you can be doing something much more incredible, such as being with your family, being with your kids, being with something that's going to actually educate you in life, in terms of life. Do you understand? When you have a pet, what's a pet going to help you with? You always have to care for the pet. The pet never cares about you in life. Do you understand? The pet never cares about you. Never even sees you in life. You understand? Now you need to be a person that's actually seeing yourself. You need to realize that self-education is more important than a pet, because a pet will never make you $1 million. A pet will never make you multi-millions of dollars. No matter how much you love your boogie boogie. Do you understand? Yeah. Yeah. Now if you laughed, of course you have an ego right there. I'm honest. I'm a smart ass. I'm not laughing. You understand? I'm not laughing. Be serious about life. When you watch too much entertainment, guess what happens? You lose yourself. There's too much TV. Entertainment is TV, just TV. Reality TV, that's what Kim Kardashian is. And she's 250 million followers on her Instagram. 250 million followers, and people are following her. I'm not following her. Why? What's she gonna teach me for? She got nothing to teach me in life. That woman, she can never teach me anything. That woman, nothing. She'll never teach me anything. I promise you. People love to watch TV. That's why she's followed so much. The Ellen DeGeneres as well. She has many followers. Why? She's on TV. Many people love TV. Oprah Winfrey on TV as well. Many followers. More than Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is someone inspirational. Do you understand? Actually, someone inspirational that can actually help your life succeed. Actually lift you up. You understand? It has nothing to do with entertainment. Tony Robbins has nothing to do with entertainment. Guess what? His speech, this video is entertainment. This is the real entertainment. Never just, what did you do today? How'd you wake up? And what do you think about this person? You understand? And they're talking about celebrities all day long. Who cares about them? Oh, big deal. Big deal. You signed the autograph of this person. Big deal. You interviewed people. Big deal. You understand? What you need to realize is you need to be a person that's far greater than the rest. So what can you do today to really do that? You need to study more. You need to grow more. You need to learn more. You need to overcome your ego. You understand? I already said in my Ultimate Road to Success book, and you can go read it as well. It will give you some more information. It means no matter what, you have to realize that once you read that book, it's going to help you even more in terms of some information I wrote. Overcome the ego in terms of what I've said in this video. No matter what, keep giving. Just give and give. Be sober. Be a person who's never doing drugs. You understand? Be a person that's always promoting yourself in your video only now. Never go back in the past to what you've done. Let them watch it. Let them read it. Never keep repeating yourself in your videos. Otherwise, guess what? Nobody will actually even read your products. You have to realize there's always something that you must create. Be the person that's an author. But just realize that books alone will never make you rich. Books alone will never make you rich. But guess what? Writing the book will. Writing the book, writing the audio program, doing this video will make you rich. Will make you richer. This is how you see more richness in life. You make an audio program, you make a video program, you write in a journal, you will always grow. Believe me, believe me. Now, when you believe me, you have to see what I'm saying is, you never believe me, you have to do it. You have to go and see it. You have to go and see that life. Now guess what? You never believe me anyway. I never care if you do in life. You have to realize, when I do this video, I grow from it. I grow from it, and then you just go do your life now. Go see how it feels to do an hour video and start teaching something over and over again in a different way. You'll see you're going to grow. Understand? Because many people today never believe in me. Why? They're unaware of what's going on. You understand? So guess what? I never need them to believe me. I never need them to believe in me. You need to be a person who believes in yourself the most. I believe in me the most. So when I do that, no matter what, I'm always a person growing. I'm always a person doing something tremendous in my life. I need you to start doing something tremendous in your life that's really going to help you move forward. Something that's actually going to inspire you. Because guys, the ego will never get you there. No matter what it is. Entertainment is ego. Understand? Being around the crowd that you're with now is ego. Understand? How would I know that? I never know. I'm not sure of anything. And did I judge you? Guess what? I'm never judging you. Understand? You may be a person that is around a crowd full of eagerness, full of a crowd. Understand? You may be around full of people in life. You may be a person who's grew up in an area where you're never a millionaire. Guess what? You have a crowd around you where they're all egotistical, all poor, all middle class. You understand? The middle class way of life is never the way to never the way to live. Now there have been people who are born in poverty families, below middle class. You understand? And guess what? Those people can still become rich. You understand? Does that make me lucky? What for? I dropped below them in my mindset. I was a schizophrenic. I was 47 kilos heavier than I am today. Understand? I was 113 kilos. I lost 47 kilos. I was in a rehab for 4 months of my life. I was in a mental health institute for 5 years of my life. You understand what that is? Going in and out of a mental health institute for 5 years. I was put on medication. I was slowed down completely. Why? Because I was psychotic. I had too much ego. Understand? When you have too much ego, well, guess what they do? They put the medication in you. And guess what it does? It slows you down. Totally. I was taking these medication pills and I was knocked out for 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I was knocked out. I'm always doing more than the time I have. Realize no matter what, that when people put antipsychotic medication in you, they're putting steroids in you. When they put steroids in you, you eat more. I was the person eating more because I had medication up my ass every single month. Understand? They're putting it on my bum, inside my bum. Did I feel good? No, it never felt good. I was overweight. I was ugly. I did it to myself. And guess what? It's the biggest blessing now because I'm a life coach. Now, I can teach people what that medication is. I can teach people how to overcome schizophrenia because I've done it. And schizophrenia is just too much ego. Many people have it. Many people have schizophrenia today. I have no schizophrenia. I've overcome the ego now. My biological dad and mother have schizophrenia more than me. Why? Because they're too right-minded. They're too wrong-minded. They're too correct. Many people, 99% of the world is schizophrenic now. You understand? I see that they are the ones that need medication. You understand? But guess what? That's never the solution. It's never the solution. They never need, nobody needs medication to live life. You understand? That's it. That's the way it is. And I was just a person who fell into luck. Yeah, they gave me a medication up my ass for 5 years. Here I am now doing better than all of them. I'm doing better than the psychiatrist that's really going on the 5 job for the rest of his life. You understand? And now how would I know that? That's what I've seen. You understand? Went to university for 12 years to be a 9-to-5 person for the rest of his life, making 100 grand a year. Congratulations. Every 10 years you make $1 million. You understand? Every 10 years you make $1 million. I'll make multi-millions of dollars in 1 year. Why? I'm doing a self-education program. While he's giving medication to kids and to people in a 9-to-5. Big deal. You understand? And I see that there is a minor thing. That's a minor aspect of life. What that psychiatrist is doing. It's only 12 years of his life to make $100,000 in profit every year. Big deal. But listen, that's a minor deal. That's a minor deal. Why would you even do that in the first place? Never go to university. Why? They scam you already. They're scamming you. Understand? What you need to be doing is you need to be starting real estate, starting entrepreneurship, start to really do something that's going to be education in terms of self-education. Non-formal education is called. Non-formal education is self-education. So when you're teaching something based on life, something that's really going to help other people to succeed, any results you may have, increase your results, you teach it. Teach it in a book. Each time you write the book, you have already received the money for that book. You've received all the money in the world. The more books you write, the better you are. And that's it. Who cares about the money that you get from the books? Because the books will never make you financially free. You understand? But guess what? They will. They will. Just never expect people to make you financially by selling those books. You never sell those books. You may receive income from those books. You may receive capital, which is really capital. Income is capital. And you have to realize that the capital that comes inside the book for the year may be max around $500 or more. You understand? So realize no matter what, a book, you actually write a book and print a book, no matter what, those books will never make you financially free. And those books, when you're writing them, in the process of making more and more, even when the outside world is never giving you money for it, and never buying your books and never investing in your books, guess what? You'll still make money and never buy anything in the first place. Why? Because we need to talk investments only. There's only such thing as investments. Now, in terms of, say you made a book, you need to realize when you sell those books, never rely on those books to make you financially free. What you need to realize is you need to write more books. You need to write more books, and then the capital that you must receive from those books, who cares about that? You understand? You may receive, for that book that you made, which is a bestseller, you may receive maybe $500 for it every single year from other people who have actually invested in you, have actually purchased your book. You understand? Now, the term purchased is the term that they bought something. I use the term invested, that they invested in your book. No matter what, you have to realize, let's never go in circles, that no matter what, never rely on just one book in your life. You need more books. You need more and more treasures. You need more words. You need more words that's actually going to help you move forward. So realize that the term treasure is the term word. You understand? When you have word, you have integrity. When you have integrity, that's the ultimate treasure. The ultimate treasure is make sure that you're writing more and more chapters every single day in a better way. Do something that's going to help you do better. Stop being around the same people. I have people in Sydney, for example, they all hate me. Why? Because they're too egotistical. That's why. When you hate somebody, you're egotistical about them. You're just jealous when you hate somebody. I have people hating on me. Why? Because I'm a person who stepped up. I stepped up. I'm more successful in life. You understand? I'm more successful in what I do. So when I'm more successful, guess what happens? I start getting the world around me to be jealous. They fall for my smart-ass talent. Understand? I'm a smart-ass. Why? Why am I a smart-ass? Because a smart-ass will actually help you move forward. Yes, I make mistakes in my video, but this video, guys, I've been cruising along. I've been cruising along. Why? My communication is faster than before. I'm looking better than before. I'm in my center in terms of my life. I'm in the middle ground. I'm growing. I'm happier than ever. I'm doing something that's according to my life and freedom. I'm making sure my ego has never ever arisen in this video, even though it has in some aspects. I make sure no matter what to keep it at bay. I make sure no matter what to own up and take responsibility for who I am. I make sure never to lie about what I've said. I make sure to actually always capitulate everything I'm saying. I make sure to capitulate everything I'm saying in the best way possible. I'm always correct for myself. I'm never correct with you. I'm never right with you. I'm never wrong with you. I'm right with myself. I'm right and wrong with myself. I'm correct with myself. Why? Because when I'm right with myself, I actually am a person who is self-reflecting. It comes back on me. What I say is what I live. You understand? And that's integrity. You need to be a person who's integrity and integral about everything you say and everything you do, so you can realize there is a better way of life out there, and it's your word. You understand? When you're writing more and more books throughout life, you will live your talk. Those people who never have a book are never a millionaire. Those people who have books and write audio books and do audio programs and educational programs are always multi-billionaires in life. Do you understand? I promise you, over the next 10 years, you create 5,000 hours of video, I promise you, you'll level up. I promise you, you'll do something. You learn something from this video. When you see this video times 10 in every single moment, do you understand? There is no future. Once you're a person who always living life and you're actually seeing how the world treats you and how you're treating life, you realize that your habits are everything. Your habits are everything in terms of life. Your habits are actually going to help you. Your habits are really, really something that's really going to help you power through and help you to determine how big your life is. Now, the bigger your life, guess what? Is it the better your life? Now, obviously, you must be more effective in who you are. You must be a better person in what you're doing. You must be able to do something that's according to your nature, something that's really going to help you move forward. So you can realize there is better work out there than a 9-to-5 job. Do you understand? Because no matter what, I'm doing something that's really incredible here. I'm doing something to teach someone. Because those people are stuck in a 9-to-5 job, such as police officers, and there's also doctors, and there's psychiatrists, and mental health institute, people such as social workers, and there's also warehousing people. There is, for example, sales people that have to call people every day long. They have to call 3,000 people every single day. Guys, that's never for me. I never have to work in a restaurant again. Why? Because I'm less egotistical. Egotistical people work in a 9-to-5 job. I'm not egotistical. I'm not an idiot. You understand? I'm a person who has a passion and a purpose. Now, when you have a passion and a purpose, you always find a way to never work in 9-to-5. There is a way, and the way is read more, teach more, be sober, be vegan. Is that simple? It's very simple. Just many people will never do it. Stay away from the TV, the actual entertainment. Stay away from the TV, stay away from entertainment. Follow me in and out every single day. Make sure that you read everything. Make sure that you read everything that I give you in terms of life. I'm very dedicated. Do you understand? I'm very dedicated to give you more knowledge and information. Why? So that I can succeed. So that I can succeed. So that I can succeed. I do it for me. You understand? So I can succeed. I never do it for you. I give you the knowledge so I can grow. I've already grew from this video. I grew 1 hour and 6 minutes now. And I'm growing more and more and more. Why? I've done it. The money, the value you are supposed to give me, I've already given myself the value in this video. I've already received the value in this video. All of it. Any extra money that you may give me, that's a bonus. You create the book first. You write the book, and you may get extra $500 from other people for that book for the year. Is what I mean. So guess what? You made $500 on the book. Never rely on the book to give you financial freedom. You have to start writing more books and more books and more books. That way you become somebody. That way you can give a TED Talk. But guess what? When you give a TED Talk, guess what happens? Guess what happens when you give a TED Talk? They have to call you first. Never go and try to qualify for them. You understand? Never try to qualify for them. Why would you? Why would you qualify for them in the first place? It makes you look desperate. Make them desperate for you. Make them call you in life. You understand? Realize that the ego is the poorest way to live. The ego is the people inside, for example, in the streets. They're in the streets, and guess what they're doing? They're sleeping on the floor. They're doing nothing. You understand? Those are people, egotistical people. Why? They're doing too much drugs. They're watching too much TV. Watching too much pornography. You understand? They have no money. Why? They're never conscious about their money. You have to see where your money's going. You need to read. You need to be offense about life. Here I am in a video for you, understand? But mostly for me. I'm first in my life. I'm never here for you. I'm for me only. I'm only for me. Why? I'm here in a video so that I can teach you something. So I can teach myself something the most. That way I do keep a sense of integrity when I do it for me only. I never do it for anybody else. I'm here to save my ass. Understand? And I already saved my ass. Understand? All I'm doing now is growing. I'm only growing. Understand? And no matter what, I'm not an asshole. I'm a person who is really, really financially intelligent. I am financially intelligent. I'm life smart. And I will teach people how to grow. Now those people who never believe in me, goodbye. You never have to believe in me. Understand? I never care. Those people who really, really need to learn something can really stay in this video and they can find more information about life. I'm connected. I have millionaires around me all the time. And guys, if you really need a mentor, you can find one in me. No worries. I have all the money in the world. I have a better life than yesterday. And that's the most important for me. I'm a person who is better than yesterday. I look better than yesterday. I've lost 47 kilos. I can teach you how to do it. Guess what? I'll never teach you for free in real life. I'll teach you in these videos for the rest of my life. You call me in real life, I expect money. You understand? I expect money in real life. Now I'll do these coaching programs with you on the phone for $1 million for 3 hours. You understand? That's how much I charge. Or you call me at a keynote speech for 50,000 people, whatever, I charge $50,000 per hour. You understand? I charge, baby. I never do it for free. I find people, for example, in Woolworths, I can add some value. Oh no, it's my time. What for? I'm already doing everything for free. I just go somewhere else. I can add them value. I can give them value for their company. And guess what? I just turn my back on them. Yeah, I turn my back on them. So get lost. They'll never respect me. They'll never encourage me to do anything in life. Those people. Does it make me broke? No, I'm not broke as a person. I just see that I can give people value, but I just never say anything. I keep quiet. Why? I'm smart that way. I'm smart that way. I love to see them. I love to see them the way they are. You understand? Because guess what? Guess what? They never help me. You understand? I never expect them to. I never expect them to help me. I just never need to help them. You understand? I never need to help them. I help people more than enough in here. You understand? I help people here. I help people here. When you find out that your time is more important, instead of you going up to have to walk 1 minute over there to help explain the person about their shoe, who cares about that person's shoe? Who cares? That 1 minute I can watch the sunrise over here. I can enjoy my life. You understand? My time is more important. I never go helping people around in real life because my time is more effective. My time is more value. They'll never give me value for anything. They'll say thank you. I never see them again. You understand? In real life, I expect money. I expect money in real life. Here, online, have it for free. Have it for free, everything I do. You understand? That's it. That's the way it is. You understand? I have 55 followers online. I have 55 followers. Big deal. Big deal. I never care about them. I still continue. Because once I die, guess what? My name's lifted anyway. I never care about them. That's the way it is. Too much ego going on in the world. I'm very inspirational. I'm very inspirational, and many people just never see that. I never care. It never bugs me. It never bugs me because I still grow. I still find a way. Guys, realize this. There's no blockages in life. As long as you're growing, as long as you're doing something to grow, you'll find a better way. You'll find a better way. Guys, as soon as I finish Australia, it's 9 months now into Australia. Guys, I have almost just a bit more to go. And then guess what? Once I see Australia, I'm off. Where am I going? I'm inside now. I'm not inside. Understand? I'm going wherever. I'm going overseas. Live my life. How? How? I'll make the money easily. I'll make the money, I'll go. Very easy to live my life. Understand? Very easy to make a family now for me. Why? I'm very smart. I'm very smart as a person. I have no struggles now. I have no struggles. I never have to struggle again. Understand? I never have to struggle. Now I'm thriving. I'm thriving every single day. I'm doing something amazing now. Understand? I'm better than Tony Robbins. I'm better than all these life coaches. Why? I'll do it for free now. I'll do it for free. The world's going to watch me now. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Understand? I never need them. I need me only. So you need to realize, you need to be a smart ass. You need to be a person who is learning, is growing, is around leadership people, around public speaking people. Go find your local Toastmasters in your area and start speaking in front of people first. If you're never able to do it, guess what? Then you really never have the cojones and the mindset to really do so. You never have the mindset to be a billionaire in life. You need to public speak. Go do it for yourself. If you're so smart about life, go and public speak. Because public speaking is the way to go. Even Warren Buffett says that. Warren Buffett says the #1 way to make money is public speaking. And so you need to public speak. Be a person who can be in front of people and can look at thousands of people and teach them your life and how you became successful. And you need to start now. You need to start now. There's no better time than now. There's always now. And less ego, as Albert Einstein says. He says if you repeat the same mistake over and over and you never learn from it, it's insanity. Insanity is thinking. To think is to die. Understand? Never think. Put it into video. Make sure that you're reading more, studying more, making sure that you're looking better. Look better, look healthier, look like somebody who is successful. Look at me. Understand? The James Bond of growth. I'm the James Bond of growth. Do you understand what that is? I'm the James Bond of growth, baby. What does that mean? It means I'll shoot some growth wisdom at you. Understand? I'll shoot some water wisdom at you. Whatever. I'm a person who is The James Bond of growth. I'm a grower. I'm a doer. I never shoot you violently. It's a nice little game I play. The James Bond of growth. Because guys, I used to admire James Bond. I still admire James Bond. Why? Because James Bond has the woman, has the smarts, is a multi-millionaire, has the gadgets, has the technology, is the entrepreneur, saves the day all the time. You understand? That's me. I'm the James Bond of growth though. You understand? I'm never just James Bond. I'm just the James Bond of growth. I'm a grower. I relate to the growth side. I'm the James Bond of growth because I save the day in the growth area. That's it. You understand? So no matter what, you have to realize when you hear my name and you hear the James Bond of growth, you'll find me in life. Yeah. My Instagram used to be Growth Coach 007. Growth Coach 007. What does that mean? 007? Yeah, 007. Why isn't it today my actual Instagram? Because guys, no matter what, I changed it to my name, my full name. You understand? Oh well. You understand? I restarted my Instagram so many times. 5, 6, 7, 8 times. My Instagram. My Facebook pages are totally failed in them. I have no need for them in my life. I'm fearless. So you have to realize that when you're trying something new, and you fail, rebuild yourself up again to do it. Keep rebuilding yourself to do everything in your life that's actually going to help you, that's actually going to move you forward. Understand? That's the way to do it. When you're doing something that's actually incredible, that's going to help your life, that's only going to help you move forward and up, and in terms of your life that's actually going to help you, you have to realize that's the only way to go. That's the only way to go. How you doing, boss?
Keep going.
How you doing?
You're doing a video.
I'm in a video. I'm showing a video about self-education.
You're recording this or it's live?
It's recording. Yeah, it's recording.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I just teach people based on life coaching, how their mindset is, and how to really live life. Yeah.
Yes, I have a mentor, and we're all capable of mentorship.
Yeah, that's it. So that's
what I do. I am in security.
You're in security. Fair enough.
I'm in security 14 years.
And how are you planning to make multi-billions of dollars?
Pardon?
How do you plan to make multi-billions of dollars?
I'm not planning on that. I'm planning on enjoying my life, but to enjoy life does cost you something.
Well, for me, life never costs me anything because I'm growing.
It's not what you can get, it's what you can give.
That's right. That's why I'm giving this video. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what. See, that guy has no plan. Thank you. That guy has no plan for life. He has no plan to make multi-billions of dollars. He never thought about it. Now, you never think about it. You never think about anything. You have to understand. He said he's enjoying his life. Thank you very much. Enjoy life then. Never complain about your life. Understand? 14 years security guard. Never work 14 years security guard. Ever. When somebody interrupts your video that way, guess what? You keep talking with yourself. Keep talking. Understand? It's the same thing. Never mind. You can say hi as well. You can have a conversation, you can have something, and you can do something in your life. Realize no matter what happens, I'm never distracted. I did that on purpose to see what he needed to do. Understand? Realize no matter what happens, you need to be a person who's actually far greater than other people. So when I asked that question, how do you plan to make multi-billions of dollars? Guess what? What was his answer? He had no idea. Understand? He never plans that guy. He's very unsuccessful already. If you never understand how to make a multi-billions of dollars and you never plan for it, guess what? You'll never be one. I already have a plan for it. Do you? I have a plan for it. It's my self-education program right here. You understand? You need to be a person that when somebody asks you that question, what's your plan to make multi-billions of dollars, and you can never answer it, you failed. Get out of my life. You understand? Because you have no value for me. You need to be a person who can answer that question. Yeah, I'll grow. Yeah, I'll grow. I'm planning every day. You understand? Now, no matter what, you have to realize that's how you ask questions. How do you plan to get out of the 9-to-5 job? I asked him. He said he had no plan for it. Goodbye then. Understand? Oh well. That's the way it is. So I'm a person who minds my own business. This guy came to me. Understand? And realize in this situation you can really start speaking in front of the camera and ignore him. Totally. Why? Because he looks like an idiot. He looks like an idiot just standing there looking at me in the camera. You see that? You see how it looks like an idiot? Minding my business. Mind your own business. Good. Bye-bye. I never asked you to come into my video. Understand? And then he said to me, oh, keep on going. And then I related to him. How about you? Since you're in my video, you understand? Realize you need a backup plan in life. You need a backup plan. Make sure you're an excellent writer. Do something in writing that's really going to help you move forward. Do something that's really going to help you to succeed in the long run, that is going to boost your mentality to live a longer life, to plan over 100 years old. Live as long as you can. My grandfather in Serbia lived 93 years old. You understand? That's an amazing amount of years. You understand? Now some people die at 76 years old and have lived a far greater life than my grandfather at 93. Yeah, because my grandfather at 93, yes, he traveled some parts of the world, but some people who died at 76, such as Jim Rohn, traveled the whole world, really lived life. Do you understand? Yeah, really lived life. Seen more of everything. You understand? So no matter what, I'm never cursing 93 years old. I need to live over 100 years old. I'm saying that no matter what, you need to live life more. Always live life more. Now, who's to say that my grandfather never really lived life more than Jim Rohn? It just seems so. It just seems so, and it is so, that Jim Rohn really lived life more. Because Jim Rohn was in front of more people. Really did speak and really did educate people. You understand? So there's no shame in that. You understand? I admire both people. I admire my grandfather. My grandfather's a very smart man. For his age, 93, he outlived most people. He outlived Jim Rohn too. Yeah, he outlived him. You understand? So he outlived most people. My grandfather outlived Zig Ziglar. And Zig Ziglar's this massive star in terms of life. Understand? To be able to say that you outlived this person is a massive success. Honestly. And there's no such thing as I'll betcha. There's no such thing as let's gamble. Understand? There's no such thing as I'll bet. Or that I'll make a bet. I'll never make a bet in anything. I'll never risk it to get the biscuit. Yesterday, just recently, I had a kookaburra. I was in the park doing a video. And the kookaburra, actually, sorry, I was in the park and I was eating and I was just reading with Ryan Holiday and also Tim Ferriss. And I just before that, I did a video. And as I was eating, I placed peanut butter for Good Friday on the 10th of April. Today is the 12th of April. And the kookaburra went and snatched my bread from my actual need. You understand? And that kookaburra had about a minute to actually do that. And I realized that kookaburra is so stupid to even do that. Why? Because the kookaburra really risked it to get the biscuit. Why? Who says that I could have seen the kookaburra and snatched it while it was trying to do that and kill it? Understand? So the kookaburra made a sense of, hey, I see the food and I see the human being never sees me. And I'll go and fly and catch it and I'll make sure to grab the food and go away. Because guess what? If the kookaburra seen me, the kookaburra will come on my lap and never be scared of me. That means the kookaburra would have never ever risked it in life. Why would it? You understand? Because it's so confident about me. You understand? And then again, you have to realize that's more confident of a kookaburra to just come and sit on my lap and eat than the kookaburra snatching my food and running away. Understand? So the kookaburra that's actually snatched my food and run away, guess what? That kookaburra is very much like many people in life. They risk it in the stock market. They put their finances in the stock market and they lose it. Understand? As Tim Ferriss said recently, he said, those people who are using the stock market exchange, over the long run, it's too much for your health. It's too much psychologically going to impact you in a negative way. So never be the person where you're impacted by life in a negative manner by investing your money in the stock market. Why? Because the stock market is up and down all the time. Now, in the long run, yes, it will go up. And listen, this is bad for your ego. And then listen, you never need your ego. What you need is to be the observer of the mind. Now listen, the more you penetrate and you realize no matter what, when you get unhealthy, the more egotistical you're going to get and the more schizophrenic you'll get. So those people over time who live for the weekends, you understand? When you live for the weekends only, you realize those people are becoming more schizophrenic over time because they're doing drugs, they're going to nightclubs, they're chasing women, they're chasing men, And I realized no matter what, that's never the way to overcome the ego. The only way to overcome ego is to realize you need to be a person. You need to be a person who is actually away from nightclubs, never chasing women, never chasing men, never having sex in brothels, never going to the casino, because guys, those places will never help you. What's going to help you is living a better life, making sure that you're never risking your money, such as the kookaburra is. You understand? Because those people who risk it are more egotistical. You understand? When you risk something, when you're risking your home on a gamble, on a gamble which is a shamble, you understand? A shamble is a scam, a gamble is a scam, a gamble is a shamble, as I said. Realize no matter what, you have to be a person really living life. So never be the kookaburra that's really risking it. Now, how about the kookaburra that's really sitting on my lap? Obviously, it's less scared than the kookaburra who ran away. Now, for a kookaburra to even come sitting on my lap, would that be risky? Yes. Even that will be risky. But guess what? That kookaburra will be way smarter than the kookaburra that ran away. And the kookaburra that never came to me is even smarter. You understand? Why? Because it's more than smart enough to never trust anybody by itself. You understand? The kookaburra is more than smart enough than to never trust anybody outside of itself, and to never trust any bird by itself only. Now, on better but, realize this: never trust anybody except for yourself. Only trust yourself. Be a person who does trust yourself, because guys, you have nobody else in life. Now, I trust the truth. I trust the truth of what I say because I'm living it. And those people who never trust in me, those people are always going to be less successful. You understand? I'm the most successful person today. I'm the most successful person today in life. And no matter how much money other people have, I see through their money. I see through who they are. I see through who they are. You understand? I see through the fear. And I have no fear anymore to give ideas and who I am for free. Guys, I used to be very, let's say, scared about exposing myself. I used to be a person who was always taking and never giving. And now I've changed my mentality completely into a rich person. I'm a rich person in heart. I'm a rich person financially. I'm a rich person in the long run. I'm a rich person in the way I eat, in the way I feel life, in the way I am happier every single day. Why? Because I'm educating. I'm doing it for free. I have a passion. I have a purpose. I have music as a passion also. So guys, no matter what, I'm always living life. I'm always living life. I'm always doing me. You understand? I'm always doing me. And that's why I'm successful. I'm successful because I have less ego. I am the observer of my ego. Understand? I see through my ego. And I never let the ego get to me. I never let anybody scare me around. Just never be that guy who's working 14 years as a security guard. You understand? Never be that person. Be the person who really has an answer on how to make multi-billions of dollars. You understand? Because those people who can never answer that question never have money, they're always broke, and they're always people who are losing in life. Be a person who's never a loser. Never be a loser in life. You understand? Never be a person who's going into other people's videos. You understand? Never be that person. Never be that person who's just looking at my video and what I'm doing. Why? Cause for entertainment. Too much entertaining that guy. Too much ego. You understand? Too much ego. I had to turn around. Why? Why do I have to turn around? Why not? Why not? Why not? I make mistakes. Is it a mistake to turn around and speak to the guy? No, I asked him a question. I learned something. Understand? So go take risks in a way that you never take a risk. It's never a risk. Just go and grow from everything. When you do something, grow from it. When you grow from it, you'll never do it again. And when you make a mistake, you make the ultimate risk in terms of never learning from it. So guess what? Make sure you do learn. Make sure you do learn from your mistakes. That way you never take risks. Those people who never learn from their mistakes are always taking risks. They're always risk takers. They're too much risk takers in life. Those people who learn from their mistakes are the people who are most secure. They're the most rich. And they're the people who have the most amount of everything in life. They have everything in life they need because they're always learning and growing. They're people who never risk it. They're people who are on the offense. They're people who are more successful, visiting every area of life. Why? Because they created it through the education systems. They taught something. They became somebody through hustle. This is my hustle of growth. I'm always hustling. Every day I'm hustling in life. You understand? I'm hustling to grow. I'm never copying other people's words. Now there's a song, every day I'm shuffling or something, every day I'm hustling. You understand? Guess what? I'm hustling for a better way of life. You understand? Realize you need to be that person who's hustling for a better way of life. You're teaching something around your business and doing better than before. Guys, no matter what, see you guys in the next video.